everyone to the Zoom. This is our second ever Nexus Rewards Zoom call as a company, and you are in the right place at the right time. Don't let John's ineptness with the mute button throw you off, because you're about to hear a fantastic presentation, and we are glad that you're on the call tonight. It is actually my privilege to be the one that gets to introduce John tonight, and no one knows John much better than me. I've been working with John for a really long time, and I can tell you he is a champion of a guy. John works hard. He's got the character that I was looking for many years ago. I was looking to team up with someone, partner with someone in an LLC, tired of working sideline with champions, and John and I hooked up a little over a decade ago. We'd worked sideline before in several different companies, and I knew this was the real deal. John has been in our industry for a long time, over 30 years. He's a seven-figure earner in our company. He's been written about in books, magazines. He's been on stages around the world. And we are blessed tonight to have John not only hosting this call, but presenting to us. He's one of the best trainers that I've ever seen. So right now, I want you to get your pen out, get your paper out, text anyone that you forgot to text, tell them get on the call, get on this training or on this business opportunity Zoom tonight. And right now, I want to introduce to everybody our presenter tonight, John Cini. Balloons, whistles, trumpets, everything.
Hey, Scott, thank you so much. Actually, coming from Scott, those are really fantastic things that he said, because he's had more success in this industry than I have, and he's been at it a little bit longer. So there's my older brother right there. Appreciate that. Scott and I, we were actually looking for a company just like this. We were actually talking about starting our own a couple of years ago to do exactly this. And a couple circumstances led us to here. And just last month, we saw this and we couldn't believe it. We were like, this is exactly what we wanted to do. And it's already been done. And the comp plan here is way better than anything we could have put together. So hallelujah. But, you know, if you look at the news today, and it's always like the summertime when all this bad news comes out, financial turmoil, 85% of people hate their job, 75% can't sleep because of money. Money is the number one cause of marital problems. 9 out of 10 people have almost no money in the bank when they pass away. And then most people can't even get their hands on $500 in case of an emergency. So we definitely need to help people get more cash. And this headline is totally mind-boggling. You know, all those stats I just read you, they come out every year from some AP survey or whatever. But this is literally an article that came out last week, June 1. 1/3 of Americans making $250,000 a year live paycheck to paycheck. Every time I look at that headline, I'm like, what? How can that be? It's so crazy. And that's fascinating. But here's the real majority of America. 61% of consumers live paycheck to paycheck. 9-point increase from last year. Obviously, things are not good out there. So that is kind of yucky. And that's why we got to get out there and spread the word about what we have going on, right? Are you a frustrated home business builder? Anybody fall into that category? Because I'm going to tell you the dirty little secret, the DLS of network marketing. Whoa. Yeah, you know, we got to have some sound effects. But that's the elephant on the table that no one wants to talk about, which is the old way of doing network marketing, right? In order to make money, other people have to spend or lose money. And that's the old way, right? And here's the new way. In order to make money, people have to save money. How do you like that? I mean, which one sounds better to you? Kind of an easy thing to figure out. But, you know, this has been the situation for decades in the home business world. And if you haven't had success, hey, probably not your fault. I mean, you think about it, the odds have been stacked against us in a lot of these companies and a lot of the products and programs. 99% of the people losing money out there and starting their own business and starting a network marketing operation. You have to go out there and sell, get people to do something that they might not want to do. High-priced products, overpriced products? No way. Never. High monthly auto ships, traditional comp plan challenges, qualifications that are tough to meet. It's really hard to break even. By the way, I swiped all this from Art. So he put this together and I said, oh, I'm going to grab that. But he's incorporating this into the that flip book, that masterpiece of a presentation that he put together. So that'll be awesome. So hard to break even, and then hard to keep people in the business, right? That's attrition. And so you look at all that and you say, this is a game changer, what we're about to show you. It's really kind of exciting because, it's common sense of what you need to do. I mean, for a business to sustain itself, it's got to be real. It's got to have actual customers, kind of a no-brainer, right? It's got to be affordable, and it's got to lead to people being satisfied. So I think that's kind of obvious. What we don't want is front-end loading, where people are buying rank by buying up a lot of product. That's still going on all the time today. It's just amazing to me how many times I hear people, I just dropped $5,000, and I'm like, what? You don't have to do that in a legitimate network marketing company today or home business. No garage qualifying. In other words, buying product at the end of every month, trying to make rank. No upsell. You're not going to have anybody pitching you on going and spending more money. No large auto ship here. No one is getting hurt financially, not on ours. So Nexus is definitely the solution, especially for the three essentials that we all need: gas, groceries, medications. And you're going to see that in a big way, but it's all affordable because there's our monthly right there, $22 a month with a one-time $10 setup fee. Okay, I think everybody in America can handle that. Henry Ford said it 100 years ago: sell to the masses to dine with the classes. And this is what we're doing. We're turning a little pocket change into a six-figure income. And this is the simplest thing I've ever seen. There are two ways you can earn money here. Number one, use the app. And we're going to show you the app. That's what you're getting basically when you plug in here as a member. And then refer other people. And then what do you get to do? Well, then you can pay off your bills. Then you can, not be one of those paycheck to paycheck people. Then you have time to spend with your family. You can take vacations. Simplest business ever right there. I love it. And that little 100% money back guarantee is at the bottom of the screen. So these guys stand behind what they're offering. I mean, can we get any more consumer protective than we are right here? What are we doing? Well, we've got a gas and restaurant app where we literally get paid to buy gas. It's an app. You're not going to stick some magic pill in your engine or, hope that something works. It's an app. You tee it up and it tells you how much you're going to be able to save. I don't know if you can see this on your screen. If you're looking at a cell phone, this is really tough, but if you're looking at a computer, okay, we're good. But this guy right here said he saved over $900 cash back. He's doing a lot of driving. But even if you just save like $3 or $4 a week, add that up. It's easy to do. I'll show you mine here in a minute. I put on my first fill up, it was like $70, and I put $4 in my rewards right there. If I do that every week, 4 times 4, this is tough math, $16 just with our gas app. You've almost covered your monthly cost here. So refer other people. You can get 15 cents a gallon per referral, 1 cent a gallon for every gallon they buy forever, and a half cent per gallon on all their referrals. So there's actually a couple levels built into that program right there. Here are my numbers. I just told you about that. I said on a $70 fill up, you can see there I saved $4 and some change. How many times do you need to do that to cover your $22 monthly fee, especially if it's you and your spouse or, whatever in your house and you're adding to the $22 a month. And then there's a referral bonus, which is kind of cool. And these just keep piling up. It says in the message right down here, I blew it up just so you can see it. Thanks to you, people earn cash back today. And since you referred them, you get a bonus too. Yay. Now, this is kind of fascinating to me. Scott put this together, and it's so true. So I'm going to turn it over to Scott Becker.
Okay, guys, I love this slide, and I love this truth about the company that we're in right now, because I've been talking about Aunt Sally in network marketing for the last 40 years. I've always wanted to know, how can Aunt Sally win? Now, Aunt Sally is not my real aunt. She's just someone I talk about. We all know someone like this. Aunt Sally only has 3 friends. She knits with them on Thursday nights or whatever night of the week. And she doesn't know a lot of people. So she doesn't think she can spread the good news. I put in one of my Aunt Sally. She's in my downline. She's a dear friend of mine named Joyce. If you see, her screen name is Gigi because she loves being a grandmother. And she sent me these messages this past week, and I screenshot them, and John put them together on this slide. You can look at Aunt Sally's savings, $30 and 62 cents. And she sent me a private message and told me that's all just in 10 days. In her first 10 days, she joined the company, filled her tank of gas up a couple of times, and ate out at a restaurant. The amazing money we get back at restaurants, phenomenal. Anyone can do it. And then she sent me another message that said, Fetch pulled my Walmart receipt and got a total of 3,000 points on that already. So here we've got real life person, Joyce Harris. We call her Gigi. She's my Aunt Sally representative. She spent $21.95 plus $10 one time to come in. She made that back in less than 10 days on money she was going to spend anyway. I've been looking for this opportunity for a long time. Everything John is saying is so real. No one's getting hurt. It's a low entry point. Anyone can come in. We are seeing people sponsor people that have never sponsored before, and they're saving money on those everyday purchases. I love it when Aunt Sally can win. Great job, Joyce. Great job to all the Aunt Sallys out there. We're going to take this to everyone because this is something that everyone can do. And we finally have a home-based business that everyone can succeed in. Back to you, John.
Awesome. So well said. I just love your passion about helping everybody out. So that's great. Check this out. This just showed up on my email yesterday. And I said, are you kidding me? This is from that same gas and restaurant app. They said $7 for every friend you refer, 30 days only. Now this came into me. I don't know if this applies to everybody, but gee whiz, if I refer 3 people, I just covered my month of Nexus right there before we save any money on gas or get referral money for that. Again, I don't know if this is available to everybody, but go enroll 3 people and see what happens. This is not from Nexus. This is from the Upside app. So, there you go. Did we give you enough motivation to enroll yet? Maybe not. All right, I'll keep going. I got to earn it. I understand. So you can get paid to eat and drink on thousands of restaurants right there. We have testimonials on here of these 2 guys saving money at, the restaurant of your choice. You have local restaurants as well as the big chains. That's all in place out there. You can literally get cash back on everywhere you shop, groceries, the big boxes, Amazon. You can also scan your receipt or your receipts and get cash back. I just saw a number in the Telegram group today, and I just said, what? I couldn't even believe it. Someone said they had like 100,000 points or some crazy number. So, start scanning your receipts. There's another source of cash back. Now, check this out. Here you can get your first month in one fell swoop. And this is, again, offered by one of our apps on groceries and shopping. And they say it right on the site. It's simple. Spend $30 and get $30 cash back. You go to Walmart, buy $30 of whatever stuff that you want to get, and then you get $30 cash back. That's free product right there. But then when you refer others who spend $30, you get an additional $30 bonus. And then Art, our owner, put this in the Telegram group. And that's just shocking to me. So it went from 30, like that wasn't good enough, covering your first month right there. And it is available to everybody who's brand new in your first 30 days. Actually, I think it's in your first 90 days. Look at that right there in writing. And then there's $40. They up the ante on, whatever offer that is. Again, I don't know if that applies to everybody or not, but the 30 is definitely there in writing on this Rakuten app's website. So pretty incredible. All 50 U.S. states, D.C., and Canada qualify for that. It's in writing on this site. So now, did we give you enough motivation to enroll? All right, I'm not done yet. We're not even close, but this is just giving you details. 3,500 stores, name brand stores, pay that app to get us to send them shoppers. And, this is all the fine print. But they give you your first cash back within a couple weeks, either on PayPal or they'll mail you a check. And then after that, you get paid quarterly. So, your first payment, exciting, get your money back. I mean, it's just incredible to me. So you can literally do that. Everybody go out and spend 30, 40 bucks, get your cash back by the end of the month. And then you can roll from there with a great story that you can share with everybody. And then, by the way, it says down here, $2 billion already in cash back given to over 15 million people. So pretty awesome setup right there. I love having that. Yeah, Bruce was the one with that crazy number. Thank you for posting that in the chat. There's a lot of fun stuff in the chat. If you haven't found that on your screen, then go grab that, because you'll see all kinds of fascinating things. You can also go and listen to a lot of these testimonials right there. We have a 3-minute Sizzle Call, and you can dial that number right there and hear some amazing stories. A lot of people that are using all these different apps. We have our own Nexus Rewards cashback app, and you can get paid even more, average of 6% cashback from thousands of retailers. So you can use that. You can scan the receipts. You can use your own Visa rewards card in conjunction with all of that. And it's like you're just piling up all of these cashback things, which is dynamite. We have a prescription app that'll give you up to 80% on whatever prescriptions you may have. They say that their cost of a prescription drug may be lower than your copay on your insurance. So, but this works with or without insurance in XRX. Check it out, try it. Some people have some fascinating stories. 2 nights ago, we had Larry Clark on here, and he talked about how he had saved 85% on just one of his prescriptions. A similar story here to Chris talking about that right there. We have a benefits hub where there's all kinds of amazing deals on travel and big ticket items. And then they also have all kinds of deals on workout equipment and dining out and so forth. So they say their average is $400 a month, almost $5,000 a year. Pretty incredible stuff. All that's in place. But you know what else you get with your membership here that we didn't even talk about 2 nights ago? You get a rep website. Now, if you've checked out Nexus, then you've seen the rep website. So I didn't put that up here. But you get a back office. That's what you're seeing right here. And you get training. And if you jump on with us Saturday morning, you'll get another dose of that training. We're going to give you a little bit tonight, just a little, to whet your appetite, give you a kind of a primer on what we do to get this cranked up. But you can see in the back office, everything's in place there. First time I logged in here, I said, yes, these guys know what they're doing. They gave us everything that we need. You can check on who's enrolled. You can check on who's paid. You can check your entire genealogy. You can see how much you've earned. I mean, it's really fascinating to me that these guys were that attentive to detail, to making sure that we had everything that we need to roll this out. Then check this out. This is one of my favorite things. They have under your genealogy. I didn't know where to go to find it, but it's there. They have personal site stats. And again, if this is too tiny on your screen, my bad, but couldn't really blow it up that big. But it shows right there, visitors yesterday. So I had 41 people, Scott and I, because we're partners in this. We had 41 people go to our site yesterday. I don't know if that's impressive or not. I'm sure some of you have had 200 people go. We've been in this thing, 16 days, and we've had 200 people go this year. I mean, we literally joined up just 16 days ago. But that's how many people have gone to our site. So I love that. I mean, it gives us great intel, inside info on how this thing works. So we get rewards, by the way, when we refer other people. Literally on that $22 a month, $21.95, we're making $10 on any personal referral. That's right out of the gate. That's 45% of the enrollment cost that goes back to the sponsor. And I looked at that and I was like, whoa, that's a lot of money. But they also have a 10-level payout on a unilevel. You can go as wide as you want, recruit as many people as you want in here, refer as many people, and then you can get paid down 10 levels. Now, initially, you're going to get paid down 6 levels. You'll see that in a minute. But then they also have infinity payouts until someone else matches your rank. And then they have a global profit share on total company revenue. They have dynamic compression. You'll see that in a minute. They have some coded bonuses. We're not going to get into the weeds that deep. But they have some fast start bonuses going on right now, and it's actually detailed in the back office. We mentioned that on Tuesday that we needed it back there, and boom, they put it right in there. That was awesome. And then we have a loyalty program. You're going to hear about that in a minute. That's incredible. I couldn't even believe how much that is. But you're literally talking about growing a network and then getting paid on that growth, and not getting cut off from that like so many companies do. This is so fascinating to me. This is right out of the back office. I love this chart. I can't rave about it enough, but these are our ranks, and you can kind of see the stair step and so forth. But what I want to do, I just want to give you a quick primer here. it says that your team naturally grows, you'll achieve ranks that allow you to make even more money. But you do have to go work. But the number that you see beside the rank is the total number of paid members in your group. So we don't count anybody that joins for free. And by the way, pro is 5 personal enrollments, but all these other numbers are total in your group. That's not personal enrollments. That's everybody in your organization. So wanted to make sure you saw that. Now we got to give a little recognition right here. So Nick Skolsky is our first 3-star. He just hit that last week. So congrats to Nick. And Gloria McDonald on our team hit 2 stars. She's in the business 10 days and kaboom, she's already knocked it out of the park. Mike Glaspie has also hit 2-star. I believe Nick brought him in. And then Carolyn Fernandez is 1 star. So congratulations to all of them. Fantastic work. That's what we call setting the pace for everybody else. And that's what we all need to shoot for. If you see there's a little star action going on right there at the 1-star rank. And the reason is because that's where you can really count on your group growing at the rate of growth of the whole company. And that's what we want. So that's really what you want to race to right there. Because then it's almost like you can go to the beach and potentially your group can grow without you, especially if you use these calls. So we love that. And now that I've taken way more time than I should have, I get the pleasure of introducing our owners, Art and Rob Phelps. They're the geniuses that put this program together. And Art has spent hours and hours on the phone with Scott and me, and we're just indebted to him already for life, for all the time that he's put into us and helping us understand what's going on here and giving us the confidence that we can go out and crank this thing up and get paid for helping people for years and years. Let me see. Art, are you on here and unmuted? You're not, but if you will, I think you can unmute yourself, and then I'm going to let you take over here. Art Phelps out of Long Island.
Hey, thank you, John and Scott. I appreciate you being here and appreciate everything you guys are doing for the company. I'm excited to hear your training on Saturday. So this is going to be fun. I mean, it already is fun, but it's getting funner all the time. So, Rob and I were not unlike you guys. We were looking for a company that had a $20 price range, something affordable that everybody could do, something that was digital, and something that people could make money using the products. So, and it was like a serendipitous event that we happened to cross paths with some old friends, and we were able to really develop that first cashback app. And since then, we've just been adding to it over the last few months as we were getting this launched. So, we talk about timing. This is really the genesis of this opportunity. There's not a million people involved yet, but honestly, I think there's going to be, and probably way more than that, because everyone needs what we have. So all I can tell you is that from the corporate end, this company is 100% committed to helping people make their goals and finally win in this industry. So the comp plan's really easy. The qualifications are really simple. Rob and I are distributors at heart. That's our main role for the last 30 years is, in the field working the business. So qualification, refer 1 person, you earn 1 level. Refer 2 people, you earn 2. Refer 3 people, you earn 3. Refer 4 people, you earn 4. Refer 5, you become a pro, and you earn on levels 5 and 6. And that's really the first goal, I think, for everybody to hit, is to become a pro. We've got our pro payout pays the 6 levels. But once you hit that, we start talking about those, building a little group, right? Total 25 people. We're going to add an extra 25 cents on level 3, which means your total earnings on level 3 will be 75 cents. But that's an infinity pay. So it could be 75 cents on level 4 as well, 75 cents on 5 and 6, and then 25 cents to infinity, up until the next pro, 25 in your team. If you don't have one, it just keeps paying forever. And if you do have one, it's probably going to push you to pro 50. And that's when we add another 25 cents on level 4. meaning that your total earnings could be $1 on level 4, $1 on level 5, $1 on level 6, and then 50 cents to infinity until you hit another Pro 50. And if you don't have one, it just pays forever. When you do have one, that's probably going to push you to 1 star. Okay, so what that does is another 25 cents on levels 5 and 6 and 75 cents to infinity until you hit another star. If you don't have one, it pays forever. If you do have one, okay, they're probably going to push you to 2 star. So that means you make an extra 25 cents on level 6, bringing that total earnings up potentially up to $1.50 and then $1 to infinity until you hit another 2 star. If you don't have one, pays forever. If you do have one, okay, they're going to push you to 4. Look at this, the way this is doubling, right? It's pretty simple. It's 400, was 200 people, 400 people. Diamond is 800 people. We had an extra 25 cents on level 8. Double diamond, 25 cents on level 9 to infinity. And a triple diamond is an extra 15 cents. Sorry, big diamonds. We want to pay the money to the people getting started. So, but 15 cents starting on level 10 to infinity is really going to be a lot of money. So to our triple diamonds, there's some cool rewards there. Once you hit the star, we really looked at that star position and saying, okay, that's an accomplishment. How can we put as much money in people's pockets, and what level do we really want to focus on? So 1 star is, I think everybody's builder's goal is to get to the star position. We're going to pay you some extra money in something called dynamic compression. Basically, all it means is that if you have people underneath you who are not qualified to earn on levels 2, 3, or 4 because they haven't sponsored 2 people or 3 people or 4 people or 5 or 6 or whatever, all the commissions they're not qualified for will go to you. Okay, so as a star, we have no slippage, we have no breakage. The company's not making the extra money. We're paying it to our stars and above. So again, that's a cool spot to get to, the 1 star spot. This is really awesome. We've got a monthly bonus matrix. And the cool thing about this is you don't, I mean, there's no special thing that you have to do except be loyal. Just stay in Nexus Rewards for 6 months. Because after 6 months, we're going to start paying you on this matrix. It's a 3x10 matrix. And for those of you not familiar with that, we take people and we take your first 3 and we put them, you have 3 spots underneath you, okay? If they get filled by you or by the people above you, okay, they can fill up those 3 spots. Everybody else goes on the 2nd level until the 9 spots are filled. Then they go on the 3rd level and then the 4th and 5th, on and on through 10 levels. Potential payout, it's huge. It's $8,800 a month. But you know what? Even if it's not that, I mean, that's with a full matrix. But even if it's not that, what if it's a 10% of that? That's $880 a month. What would that do for your life? That's with a 10% payout. What about a 1% payout? If you just got 1% of that, that's an extra $88 a month. I mean, would you cash it? I mean, $88 a month. Of course, it's great. It's better than a poke in the eye. So we've got that matrix is building. Okay. And actually now we have some very interesting things. And there is a timing thing with this. Right now, we're a small company. We're going to have tens of thousands. We're going to have hundreds of thousands of people. The sooner you get in, the higher you're going to get placed, because they have to be placed under people who are already in. So people joining today, you know, everyone from tomorrow on is got to go underneath the people who are already in. So, I mean, I don't want to say walk away from the presentation and go sign up, but I would. As good as this presentation is, because timing is everything. The sooner you get in, the higher you're getting placed. We even have, you'll see it on your join page, we have this program where if you, I know a lot of people like crypto. We like crypto as a company as well. We don't have to pay merchant fees. The per transaction fee that we get on everybody signing up when they pay their $21.95 or $31.95 for their initial thing. So if you join with crypto, if you've got some, you've got $32 in crypto, and if you don't, we'll show you where you can get it. We're going to double your matrix earnings. Okay, so instead of $8,800 potential payout, you'll actually have a $17,000 plus matrix payout. How can we do it? Well, again, we're not paying those fees. We're not paying the 30 cents per transaction and the other 5 to 7 cents fees that the merchants are charging us. So rather than us keeping that, we've decided to put it into the comp plan and allow people who, pay with crypto and do that one-time thing. And really your goal is to get 3. Okay, because once you get 3 people, you never pay again in this business. As John said, you make $10 on each referral. 3 people, $30. Our subscription, $21.95. You never pay. The default is to take your monthly membership subscription cost out of your commission. So I love it. I think a lot of people like that. They don't like seeing wax on their credit card every month. And so we just do that by default for people. If they want to change it, they can, but we think most people prefer the, and the one thing, I'm wondering why you keep it a slide here. The matching check. All right.
There's
sorry,
a lot
guys.
on here, Art.
I know there's a
And
lot.
it's your
right?
fault.
Yeah, we probably need a separate check for a separate slide for the matching check. The matching check is awesome. Listen, you don't have to refer people to earn this bonus. Just be with us, right? Just be loyal. Just hang out. Use the app, save some money, get some cash back. And if you don't want to refer people, okay. I mean, I think you're crazy because there's so many people out there hurting for stuff. But if you do refer people, you can get a 100% check match on whatever they earn in the matrix. Okay. If they earn $3, you earn an extra $3 on top of your matrix earnings. They earn $30, you earn an extra $30 on everyone you sponsor, right? Whatever their check is, you get a match, 100% check match on that. They earn $300, you get an extra $300. They earn $3,000, you get an extra $3,000. So sky's the limit on how much you can make with this matrix. Not only the physical matrix itself, but all the check matches from people that you're referring. I mean, we have people who have referred 30, 50, even 100 people. Imagine getting 100 check matches every month on matrix earnings. So truly an unlimited income potential that happens here for our loyal premium rewards members. Now I think we can
love it. I got one more thing for you, if you don't mind talking about your automatic builder program. Because really, I mean, you're spoiling us, with all your knowledge and expertise here.
Yeah, this is Rob and I's company. We've owned this company for a while now, and we've really committed ourselves to helping networkers, no matter what company they're in, succeed and get more signups and have access to some great tools and resources and proven advertising that's working for our members. You can see Carolyn's testimonial here, 20 signups in a little over a month. And if, you mentioned Carolyn's a 1-star, okay. Well, Carolyn's been using the automatic build and marketing tools and resources. So we have a free version that everyone can use, and it's got all these resources to it. But we also have like a marketing system that we've built exclusively for Nexus Rewards. We call it the NXR Builder. You can get it for as little as $4.95 a month. It's got capture pages, landing pages, autoresponder emails that go out to all your prospects and everybody who's filling out the capture page forms. We've got a whole bunch of banner advertising and all kinds of solo ads and all kinds of resources in there for people. And it really is dirt cheap. I mean, show me a marketing system for under $5. What are you, crazy? Under $20, maybe $19.95 a month, more likely $29.95 a month. But we're not in the business of making money on tools and resources. We're in the business of saving people money and allowing them to capitalize and make as much money as they can with the opportunity. Of course, we need to keep the lights on, keep the programmers, the support staff, and all that other stuff. So, but it's kind of a loss revenue stream for us. We don't hardly make anything off it. I don't even know if we do. I haven't gotten a check on it. So it's, but anyway, so it's all poured back into creating great resources to help people succeed. So yeah, that's
awesome. I've got one of my frontliners. He's been doing his own little marketing gig, and here to get the word out about Nexus. And yesterday he had 94 people go into that automatic builder funnel. So it is definitely working. I can't wait to hear how many people he's enrolled out of that, but he was bouncing off the walls yesterday. So great job on that. And thank you so much for getting on here. You have spoiled us for sure with all the good stuff you've given us. And then your description of it is fantastic. So I I want, we got just a little bit more to do, and then we're wrapping it up. We'll have a little training for you here in a minute. You can stick around for that if you want to. I will tell you that next Tuesday will be our next business overview webcast, and we have a super special guest who will be on that next Tuesday, an absolute powerhouse. You will want to hear from her. So make sure you put that on your calendar and bring some guests. So that's next Tuesday, same place, same time. So what do we got? With a little summary here after that incredible overview on the comp plan by our owner, Art Phelps. We got cash back on everything. We got 80% off of prescriptions, a very affordable program. Refer other people, get paid $10 per month on their $21.95, and then get paid on 10 levels of people. That was one of our first questions is, can you guys afford to pay all that money out? And the answer is yes. Code bonuses, infinity payout. There's some other fun things in here, as you heard about with the Matrix. And then you've got the multiple profit centers and all of the tools and support that you need to go out there and really blast this thing off. So everybody wins here. This is just an example of some of the tools that you have access to. Capture pages. We showed this slide on Tuesday. I didn't put it together. Art put it together. And people asked, it's like, where is this card? In the Telegram group, people asked. And then like 3 or 4 of them got posted in that Telegram group. So a lot of people here willing to help you, even if they're not get paid on you. Great videos for everything. Every service we have has a video, which is fantastic. Tons of testimonials. Anytime you can tee them up on that number right there, that 385-330-9068. Normally we punch out in the chat box if someone wants to do that. That would be a major help to everybody. And then we have these webcasts, of course. So you can hop on these anytime. I just want to give you a little bit of timing. This is more like a warning shot across your bow to give you a little bit of a rocket boost in the right place, because every company that grows tremendously goes through 4 phases of growth, according to Success Magazine. Formulation, concentration, momentum, that's after critical mass, and then stability. And right now we're in formulation. I mean, this thing's brand new, just started. I mean, the domain was just registered in January. Here we are in June. So, it's really been going. I think in March, there were a few hundred hits of the website, or whatever month that, I'll show you that in a minute. It's really actually fascinating. I love this stuff. But my point is, where are we going to be at the end of this year? I mean, this is vertical growth. Usually you got to go through concentration, and it takes 2 or 3 years to really hit momentum, to get to that critical mass point where there are enough people and to surge the company into growth. But guess what? That concentration number, we don't think it's going to take that long here because everything's in place. We think it's going to happen much faster. So we're looking at like the end of this year to go vertical. That is where you want to have 500 to 1,000 people already in here, which means you got to be running if you're going to try to jump on that train as it's flying by. Otherwise, you get passed by. So that's what we're talking about. Yeah, it could take 2 or 3 years. We think it's going to happen much faster than that. In this day and age with technology, things just move a lot faster, especially when a company launches correctly, then it can hit critical mass much faster. So timing is everything. They talk about in real estate, the 3 most important words, right? Location, location, location. Well, in marketing, the 3 most important words are timing, timing, and timing. So there you go. You're in the right place at the right time. I don't know if you guys are familiar with SimilarWeb. I always go there to check the traffic of websites. I used to use Alexa, and they shut down last month. But SimilarWeb actually does an even better job of giving us all the data. Check this out. I mean, that was February. I said March. February, 342 visits to that website right there, mynexusrewards.com. That's the link right there. You can go to SimilarWeb and poke around, and you'll find where to enter that in, a little search in it. You can punch any website in there, giving you some inside baseball. But, you can see we're talking about how many people visited a website, and they're always lagging about 60 days. But there you go. We've got in January, obviously there was no traffic. And then February, 342, 8,200 in March, 20,800 in April. I don't know what the number is going to come in for May, but I'm not sitting here and waiting to find out. I'm moving like it's already a million. But here's the thing. When you look at this graph, if May really is like way up here, that growth is going to be a lot more vertical than, you know, propped up a little bit. It's going to start standing up by itself. We expect May to be exponentially higher than April, which was exponentially higher than March. That is what we call vertical growth. So I hope you see that. I hope you're tracking with us, because it's going to get bigger and bigger. And of course, you know me, if you know me, you know I'm going to report these numbers, and you can check back and see where we are 6 months from now. That'll be even more fun, right? So how do I plug in here? Well, go to the website of the person that invited you. It's their mynexusrewards.com website with a slash and their username, whatever that is. So get back to the person that invited you and get that. Then when you get there, you'll know that you're in the right spot. That's ours right there. I'm not telling anybody to go to our site, so don't look at that. But if you do, I'll tell you to go talk to the person that invited you, because that's how we roll. But you want to click on that Join Now button right there. And that's all there is to it. I'm going to show you what happens when you click Join Now right there at the top right. Then it takes you to this page, or it'll look something like this. And you want to click on that premium subscription for $21.95. There's a button at the bottom that says Become a Premium Member. Click that. That's all you got to do. By the way, friends don't let friends enroll for free. So there you go. We're not enrolling people for free. If they say they want to get in for free, they're pretty much saying they don't want to build a business, which is fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that at all. We encourage people to come in at whatever level you're comfortable with, and you can always upgrade later. So, no worries with that at all. We still have a lot of great offers to help people out, even with our free membership. But if you want to crank this up and make significant money, then premium is the way to go. Once you click on that, become a premium member, then it takes you right here to what country you're in. Pick your country and then click next, and then fill out name, address, website, email, not website, phone number, and click I agree to play by the rules. And that's about it. Give them a charge card, or smarter, pick that crypto option to pay, and then you're good to go. So everything you need is already in here. And now I'm going to give you a little bit of the quick start, what we encourage everybody to do. I got 10 things here for you. And this just gets cleaner and cleaner by the day. So when you go in that back office, you're going to see there's a lot of videos, a lot of things you can review to help you get set up, to help set up your apps efficiently and effectively. So that's awesome. And then, of course, you want to download and set up your apps. There's a link. You may have seen it in the back office shot that I showed earlier. But all you got to do is follow the guide in the back office. Art even took the time to record audio, walking you through step by step exactly what you need to do to set up your apps. So pretty easy, straightforward. There's also a PDF if you want to look, blow it up and look at it bigger than what is on the screen. When you follow that guide, you can do that too. I mean, they really thought of everything. It's fantastic. Then, hey, go get your $30 deal. Spend 30 to get 30 back. And, you've essentially covered your first month in the business. Go get that Upside app and go save money on gas. Build your story, right? There's 2 success stories right there, right out of the gate. And then register your Shopping Boss app to save an average of 6% on every store out there. Now, it takes a day after registering to get set up with the Shopping Boss app. Don't worry about that. Just make sure you do that first, and then, go back there the next day, and then you can start using the Shopping Boss app. A lot of people have done that. A lot of testimonials on our site about that. So that's fantastic. They don't actually, use the Shopping Boss name. They talk about the Nexus Rewards shopping app, but you'll be able to figure it out. Okay, now what do we do? The next 6 through 10 are really the payoff here if you want to make money. So this is where you really want to laser focus. Number 1, you want to go set your goals, number 6, and decide what rank you want to achieve by what date. We always say that a goal without a deadline, a completion date, is just a dream, right? It's not really a goal. So you want to give that some concrete foundation by saying, here's what I'm going to do. And I reverse engineer it. I say, okay, if I want to be at star 100 by the end of June, then I need to bring on X number of people to get the total group to that number. And that means I've got to dial how many people a day to get there. And if you don't know how to do that, hey, maybe you want to join us on Saturday for training. That's a good idea. Or talk to your sponsor. They probably know how to do that. But here's another little clue, which is not rocket science. It's pretty simple, right? Make a list of 1,000 names. What? I got to call people? I got to talk to people I know? No, you don't have to, but it's the fastest way to do it. It's up to you. But I'm going to deal with that in 1 second. And you're going to love it. But 1,000 names out there. We're 1,000. I don't know 1,000 people. I've never heard that before. 500 Facebook contacts. How many Facebook contacts you got? 2,000. Okay, so whatever the number is, I don't care if it's 200. There's a bunch of contacts for you, right? Hey, let me see your cell phone and click on contacts, right? When I go to your cell phone and then I hit the contact button and I see, 2,000 names in there. I only have 200 in there. Okay, well, 200 here, maybe a little overlap. Maybe you got another 300 total off your cell phone contacts. How many people have emailed you in the last couple of years? There's another several hundred people, maybe several thousand, right? You see where I'm going here? I can do this all day long, me and Captain America. So when people say to me, I don't have that many names, I'm like, yes, you do. And I'll help you dig them out. It's not that hard. But look, bottom line is you want to text 50 people ASAP. Now, whether that is in your first week and you do 5 a day, 10 a day, or, 5 an hour, 50 people in your first 24 hours, whatever. It's your pace. It's your goals, not mine. Do whatever you're comfortable with. Actually, make yourself uncomfortable, right? All the magic happens outside your comfort zone. A little bit more training. Then text everybody else of that big list, whatever you made, ASAP. Massive action is how you get massive results, right? So that's the name of the game here. Enroll 3 premium members and you're in profit, okay? This is not go out and get people, please, will you just go sign up for free? We're not doing that. We've got the keys here. And if you want to, hop on the bus to the bank, then come on for the paid membership and let's go. Get in profit right away. If you get 3 in your first 30 days, you're pro. If you take longer than that, you need to get 5 to get to pro, whatever. And then you want to build to pro 25, get 25 total in your downline. And really that just means get 5 who then each duplicate and get 5. Not very complicated. This is the easiest thing to put people into, other than some magic free thing out there that's not going to make you any money. This is as simple as it gets, as I mentioned earlier. So, by the way, we talked about this earlier. When you hit that number, that 50 to 100, you can definitely grow at the rate of growth of the company, which is kind of exciting. Now, Tuesday night, when I said text 50 people, of course, the chat box filled up and everybody said, what are you texting? That's a great question. Anybody want to see our text? It's so simple. You're going to look at it and go, I could have come up with that. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. But here it is right here. If you want to duplicate, and I'm going to show you the results that I've got from my own texting. So we're going to take another minute or two here and then we'll be done. And then we'll open it up for Q&A if you guys have some questions. But a few months ago, this is my lead in, a 22-year-old company launched a new cashback program and 2,000 people joined. Now that actually came from my friend Carlin, who's been in this networking world, direct sales, for literally 45 years, maybe longer. I don't want to, date her, but put an age on her. But she said, you want to get people to say, what? How'd you do that? And this creates curiosity instantly. It's like, what? They launched a new cashback program and people joined right away. I got to see that in a few months. Be one of the first to join. $22 a month. That's it. It pays out $10 a month to sponsor, every month. And yeah, that's 45% of the $22 cost. Then our June promo is going to pay you an extra 50% on your first 20 enrollments in your first week. So you're going to have to hustle if you want to get to that. The average member saves $100 a week, even if it's only $100 a month, $50 a month. It's still way more than it's costing you, right? At $22 a month. And as soon as people hear that, I got to click. I got to see what's going on here. Gas, groceries, big brand stores, affordable business for everyone, and already open worldwide. What? Oh, now I definitely got to check this out. And you can listen to the 3-minute Sizzle Call, hear a bunch of people. I mean, for 2 minutes, there's testimonials on there. And then if you want more, check out. Now, I use a link that shortens this, and it has my name on it. You can do whatever you want to. But that is the reason I do that is because I want them definitely to know this is not some spam message. And at the top of it, I'll put, hey, Fred, how are you? Or, hey, Scott. And then they know it's coming from me. It's like, oh, okay, that's John. He obviously typed in my name. And so this wasn't just some mass text blast. You can do that too if you want, spend some money on it. But it's better to personalize it. Yeah, but, sending out 1,000 personalized, yeah, but how do you eat an elephant? Well, you don't go text 100 people in an hour. If you're going to personalize it and then you're going to have responses back and forth, you can give them a little bit of info, and then they may come back to you and say, what is going on here? And I'm going to show you a couple of responses I got after sending this out. Now, before we get into that, I just got to share this with you. There are, of course, different mindsets when someone gets a text blast. And it's kind of funny because, you see all that stuff here and you're like, what are people going to say? Like, I can't believe you just texted me out of the blue. You didn't call me. You didn't even like say hello. You just texted me for a business. And the first time you hear that, you might be like, someone got mad at me. But I had a top earner, literally a 6-figure monthly earner, say that exact line to me. I'll never forget it. And she was kind of like, I can't believe you just sent me a text like that. And I responded back to her. I kind of, caught her with an uppercut, surprised the heck out of her. I said, if you saw the response that I'm getting to me texting this message out 100 times, you might feel differently. She instantly changed her tone. She was like, really? It's working? It was great. So, that is an attention getter. And if you stand by your method, then people will change their attitude so fast. And then there's this other philosophy. Check this out right here. I can't believe you've been in Nexus for 2 weeks and you didn't even tell me about this. That's why you got to text everybody so fast. So, there's definitely a different response that you may get from different people. So, I'm just giving you a little heads up on how that stuff's going to go down. Here is one of the responses I got. You can see I use the text that, I'm not just telling you what to do, do as I say, not as I do. I actually do it. I send that text out. Again, you can alter it, do whatever you want. It may work great for you. You changing it may work differently. But I got this response right here. This was just a couple days ago, right? John, if this is run right, it could be a gold mine. Who's running it? Who's dispersing the money? So, and I was like, yeah, that was the same question I had. It's like, is this real? And I blew this up for you just so you can see that text. If you're on a cell phone or a tiny screen, you can probably see that text a little bit better. I'm just copying and pasting here. And then here's a different person. I got this response. Thanks. So I texted him this and I'm like, kaboom. And then he's like, thanks. I really like what I've heard so far. People need relief and pray this program will provide some comfort. So, that was a very thoughtful response, when he was starting to go through the videos and check it all out. So pretty awesome stuff. I love the results that we get. And that just gives you a little smidgen of what we can talk about on our training call on Saturday morning. This same location will be on the same Zoom number, and we will start at 10 a.m. Eastern, so a little different on the time. Now, I know there's a ton of responses in the chat box. By the way, here's just a small number of the founders, the people that jumped in here right away to get this thing launched and get this highway paved for the rest of us coming down the pike. What we're going to do now is we're going to unmute the phone, and I'm going to give everybody a chance to, I'm not going to unmute the line for everybody. I'm going to give you the ability to unmute yourself. And if you called in and you want to ask a question, then you can star 6 and unmute that way. If you're on the webcast, I'm requesting politely that you raise your hand, like I think Belinda has done. And thank you for doing that. Oh, maybe not. But whoever that was that raised your hand, I can't even see it. Oh, Yvonne, I'm sorry. I was close. But you can go ahead and unmute your line, and please raise your hand if you don't know where that is. It's down in the apps section or somewhere, more button down there, and then you'll see raise your hand. I think it's an app, emojis and other stuff down there. So Yvonne, you have a question from California, right?
Yeah, yes, from sunny California right now. Thank you, John, for doing this presentation. I am thrilled that this is fairly new. Okay, but I'm also, you mentioned that the company is 22 years old, correct? Is that what is the name of the company? Oh, the foundation?
Yeah, that's actually a great question, and it's helpful to know that company is no longer functioning, but the guys, Art and his gang, the business minds behind this, actually had that company. They had a great run for about 15 years. And it was in the nutrition business, and they were smart enough to keep all of the infrastructure in place, which I love. That gave them the software, the back office, the tools that you're seeing here. The automatic builder was, not part of that, but that's one other thing that they added on that they started up a few years ago. And then also, this is a biggie, they had the wherewithal to get us into the international markets with all of that infrastructure. So all of that's in place. And of course, the beauty of that is we don't have to worry about whether or not all this stuff is going to get done with a startup, because, startups have a horrendous track record of not making it out of the first year.
Right.
And especially in this industry. But with what they've put in place here, because of that existing infrastructure, we are benefiting from that. So there you go. Is that helpful?
Thank you. That explained it very clearly. Thank you.
Good.